Also, would you guys look at this cute little denim set for Ozzy? In case you guys want to see him in it. Is that not so cute? Yes, let's get a dub column. Big dub.
Indiana Fever just hooped the Las Vegas Aces. And I mean hooped. That one? Oh, that was for Caitlin Clark. That was for the fans. That was for voting Caitlin Clark 9th best guard in the league. That was for thinking you were going to roll into Indiana and catch a dub. That was for the 16 straight losses we took to y'all. That was for that Vegas collapse. This right here, this was belt to ass punishment. Fever style. Put some respect on this team's name. I need the championship belt. Somebody hand me the belt, because we just crowned ourselves on national TV. Final score? 81-54. Say it louder. 81-54. That's not a game. That's a statement. From the opening tip, it was domination. From a jump ball to the final buzzer. Y'all said we were going to come out flat after partying for that Commissioner's Cup. Y'all said we were too busy popping bottles to get back to business. Wrong. Ain't no letdown. Ain't no fall off. This Fever team is finding its rhythm, and we're not even at full strength. No Caitlin Clark on the court, and still cooked one of the best teams in the WNBA. Let's talk Kelsey Pistol Mitchell. The handle, the pace, the confidence. Straight up lethal. 25 points, 6 dimes. Efficient as ever. 9 for 18 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3. She's in playoff mode already. That's a sniper right there. Kelsey Mitchell is back. And Aliyah Boston? She took that A'ja Wilson matchup personally. 20 points, 7 boards, 2 assists, some sketchy fouls tossed her way, but she didn't flinch. We all know A'ja Wilson gets superstar whistles. You can't even breathe next to her without the refs blowing the whistle. And guess what? Didn't matter. Aliyah still held her ground. A'ja may be a walking bucket, but she ain't passing. Not today. Not never. She touch it. She's shooting. That X button don't exist on her controller. But on the other end, the Fever defense, seatbelt mode. Locked in. We didn't just win, we sent a message. This is not the same Fever team from before. We're not just coming, we've arrived. If you didn't know before, now, you know.
Let's go! Great job! Look, we held them to 26% from the floor. Nice! We got a couple of milestones. AB, 5th Fever all-time career rebound. Wow. And then Kels, 700th career assist. Thanks for making me look good, ladies. Thanks for making me look good. Thank you, I appreciate it. Tosh, 52nd career double-double. And I hope that you sense, you see, and you feel when we play that kind of defense, the difference that it makes. Defense travels, defense wins games, defense wins championships. We were great on the boards as well. Continue to buy into that elite level defense consistently, every day. That is our standard. Yep. That is our standard. Let's get out there, 1, 2, 3, together!
Let's see what Kelsey Mitchell, Aliyah Boston said after Indiana Fever dominant win over Aces, first since 2019.
Kelsey, 2 straight games you guys have held your opponent under 60. Where are you feeling the defensive growth the most these last 2 games?
We're feeling it everywhere. I kid you not. It's been a focus point in everything we do. Shoot around, practice, film. Defensively, we just want to be as sound as we need to be to get whatever we want offensively. I think our coaches has made that clear that whenever we can defend and do what we need to do, we can get whatever we want to do then.
We've asked you guys about Ari a lot, but what does it say about her that she's able to come in again and still be this impactful just right away?
We told her in the game, we said, we're just thankful for you. We thank God for you every single day. I just think her impact, you see it. Even just looking at the plus minus, like plus 26. Like Ari's impact, whether it's scoring, but it's defending, it's getting us into offense, it's making the right reads, making the right pass. I think she's just been the perfect missing piece for us.
Perfect, perfection.
For both of you, I think everybody would be interested in hearing How do you feel about beating Las Vegas after all this time? And you've been through a lot of them.
Yeah, I was reminding the team, I was like, it's been since 2000 something since I've been here.
Yeah.
But I mean, on the bright side is that organizations go through certain things. There's lulls in every part of life, and I think for us in the Fever, it was our time, and I think we kind of deserved it based on our preparation and everything that we had been through prior to this game. And I think you guys got to see what it looked like for us to stay resilient throughout the course of 48 hours. We just played, in Minnesota, and then we got to prepare for this. And you guys got to see what it's like for us to be resilient.
Aliyah, on that topic of beating
I think Kelsey said it perfectly.
The intensity with which you guys have been playing on the defensive end since that Minnesota game, is that something that just starts at practice? Like, if you've made a concerted effort to kind of dial up the intensity of practice and then it translates?
Definitely. I think because of how fast we like to play in our pace, being able to get stops and letting that spark our offense has been great, but that's been something we've been working on all season. I think throughout our games, you've seen that there have been times where we hold opponents to a great points, and then we look at that fourth quarter and all of a sudden they go on a run. And so for us, it's about making sure that we stay consistent throughout the 4 quarters and put 40 minutes together.
Aliyah, how much of responding after this last game, that could be a high maybe you don't come off of too easily. What was that moment like coming into tonight's game, not allowing for that to creep in?
Yeah, it was honestly, that's something we talked about. We just made sure that our energy was high, made sure that we were focused, because obviously we know Vegas is a great team and their team full of winners. And so for us, it's make sure that we turn the page off of a great Commissioner's Cup success, and then we have to be ready for Vegas, and we were.
Hey, Kelsey, so how are you doing? You shot 50% or higher with the 5 of the last 6 games. What do you feel like has contributed to that efficient shooting streak?
Defense. It sounds like cliche, man, but I swear, when we are able to be who we need to be offensively, it's because our defense is fueled by it. Getting deflections and going to play in transition, you get to see the best version of the players and pros once we get the defensive stops that we need. I think for me, it's just about staying confident and utilizing my teammates to stay in rhythm based on where I need to be. But I think defensively is just where you get to guys see us at our best offensively.
Kelsey, the success that you guys had pressuring them in the backcourt, was there anything in particular or unique that you were doing to have that success?
I think that shout out to Breon January. She's been amazing and pivotal to our defensive success, as well as Karima Christmas. They have been pivotal as far as knowing where we need to be and knowing kind of the risk that we could take as far as being young and being vibrant, being young basketball players. And I think getting deflections and just kind of being and mucking it up and making it look ugly for the best of the best is some of the things you got to do. We know that the aces come with heavy hitters, and you can't stop greatness, but you can limit where you can. And I think that's what you guys saw. Just try to be where we need to be, muck it up, and make it look ugly.
After years of frustration and falling short against the Las Vegas Aces, the Indiana Fever finally broke through with a statement win, and they did it with grit, poise, and a relentless defensive mindset. Kelsey Mitchell and Aliyah Boston's leadership, the emergence of Ari McDonald, and the contributions from a deep, committed roster have all been pivotal. This wasn't just a win, it was a declaration. The Fever are no longer a rebuilding team quietly waiting their turn. They're here, they're hungry, and with defense as their foundation, they're building something real. The streak is over, the standard is set, and the rest of the league better take notice, because this Indiana team isn't backing down from anyone. Now get down. In the comments section, tell us what you're thinking about this win. Don't forget like and subscribe for daily updates.